So, hi everyone. Today we are going to build a simple ping pong game using Python Turtle. This game includes two paddles, a moving ball, a scoring system, and a smooth control for both the players. So, let's move on to the explanation of the code. So, first we have the library import turtle. First, we import the turtle module because turtle is a built-in Python library that helps us to create graphics for simple games easily. Uh, and next we have the next which is the screening setup. We have screening setup or which is also called creating the game window. For this we have wn equal to turtle.screen. We create the screen object. Next we give the background color as black and we set the width and height as 800 and 600 respectively. And we give the title as ping pong game and the tracer is set at 0. Actually, here we are creating the main game window. We set the background color to black to give a gaming look, and the size is 800 by 600 pixels. The title is displayed at the top of the window, and the tracer is set at 0, which is used to stop automatic screen updates. So we can control animations manually and make the game much more smoother. Now we have the score variables, and this variable stores the scores of player A and player B respectively. Whenever a player scores, we increase these values. Now we have to create paddle A. The code for paddle A is given as paddle A equal to turtle.turtle, which is creating the object of the paddle, and the shape is given as square. The color is given as cyan, and the shape size width is given as 5, and the length is given as 1. So we have so here we create the left paddle. We use a square shape and stretch it vertically to look like a bat. We lift the pen so it doesn't draw lines while moving. Finally, we place it on the left side of the screen. Now, after creating the paddle A, we have to create the paddle B. For that, we have paddle B equal to turtle.turtle. Here we are creating the object of the paddle B, and the shape is given as same as that of the paddle A, which is square, and the color is same, which is cyan. And the shape size and the shape length is also given as same. All the others are except the paddle go to function is given as positive instead of a negative. Here, this is the right paddle. It is exactly the same as that of the left one but placed on the right side of the screen. Now, for creating the bowl, we have the code given as first we create the object of the bowl and the shape of the bowl is given as circle and the color is given as white. And here we create the bowl using a circle shape. We give it movement using two variables, which is given as bowl.dx and bowl.dy. These represent the movement of the bowl in the x direction and the y direction respectively. This is what makes the bowl move continuously. Now, for creating the scoreboard, we have pen equal to turtle.turtle. The speed is set at 0. Color is given as white. Pen up, high turtle, and go to function is given as for x it is 0 and y it is 260. So this turtle is used only for writing text. We hide the shape because we only need text. No cursor is required. So we position it at the top and display the score. Now for the creation of this center line, these codes are given. Now this creates the dotted line in the center. We draw small lines repeatedly using a loop to give a dashed effect. Now for movement flags, we have A up equal to A down equal to B up equal to B down is set at false and the speed is set at a optimum paddle speed which is given as 3. These flags help us to track whether a key is being pressed. Instead of moving once per key press, we allow continuous movement making it smooth. And also next we are giving the key handling functions like the function is given as define A up press which is global A up equal to true, define A up release global A up equal to false. When the key is pressed, we set the flag to true. When released, we set it back to false. This allows smooth continuous movement instead of jerky movements. Now for the key bindings, we give wn dot listen, wn dot on key press, a up press, comma wn dot on key release, a up dot release. Here we connect keyboard keys to functions. For example, pressing W moves paddle A up. This makes the game much more interactive. Now for the case of the game loop, that is the main loop which controls the game, we have while true wn dot update and also the paddle movement and board movement is given as follows. Now this is the heart of the game. It keeps running continuously and updates everything on the screen. Now for the paddle movement logic, we have these codes. That is, we check if a key is pressed. If yes, we move the paddle slightly up or down. Because this runs in a loop, movement becomes much more smooth. And like after the paddle movement, we have the bold movement. For the bold movement, we have bold dot set x, bold dot x core plus bold dot dx, and bold dot set y, bold dot y core plus bold dot dy. We continuously update the bold's position. This creates motion across the screen. Now for the wall collision, we have this code, and if the ball hits the top or bottom, we reverse its direction by multiplying the dy with a -1. And for the scoring system, we have this code. If the ball crosses the right side, player A scores. If it scores the left side, player B scores. Then we reset the ball and update the scoreboard. Now in case of paddle collision, we have this last four codes. When the ball touches a paddle, we reverse its x direction, and this creates the bouncing effect. So, and that's how we create a complete ping pong game using Python Turtle. And also, we can extend it by adding sound effects and also any AI players or winning conditions. So, let's move on to the demo of this game. So, this is actually the ping pong game that we create using the turtle. So, this is the game we have created using the turtle. So, thank you for watching.